This is part 3 of What If Naruto took place in another multiverse, and I'm going to get straight into it. So, the Sannin are on their way to the Rain Village on a mission. Now that a full-on war has begun, things are getting more on edge. Their plan was to invade the meetup between the Akatsuki leader Nagato and a few Cloud Shinobi, which they were exchanging crucial information about the war. The Sannin would be masked. Well, the Sannin would mask their presence, and Nagato, the Akatsuki leader, and two other Akatsuki members, being Yahiko and Konan, would be there as well. So it would be Nagato, Yahiko, Konan, and the Cloud Ninja Darui, and a few other side character Cloud Ninja. The two groups would meet, and Darui would seem to be giving Nagato information about the war, like where he will need to be present at a certain time and what his role will be. As soon as they depart, the Sannin follow Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan. The three Akatsuki members who suddenly stop in their tracks. They are on their way back to the Rain Village, but they can tell the enemy ninja are there. They tell the enemy ninja to come out of hiding, so the Sannin do, and the fight begins. So basically, we didn't understand anything I just said. The Sannin were following Nagato, but they knew they were following them, so they told them to kind of come out of hiding. So the fight will begin. Jiraiya activates his Sage Mode off rip and launches a Rasengan at the Akatsuki leader, being Nagato. Nagato absorbs the Rasengan and uses Almighty Push on Jiraiya. Tsunade hurries to catch him. Nagato yells Yahiko and he yells at Yahiko and Konan to head back to the Rain Village, and that he will handle the enemy lead ninja. They hesitantly do as he says. The fight continues. They're in the forest in the Rain Village, if you're wondering what the setting looks like. Nagato uses Universal Pull on Orochimaru and seemingly kills him with a chakra rod, but this is a snake clone. The real Orochimaru comes from under the ground and wraps him around with a snake. Tsunade and Jiraiya charge at Nagato and land a solid blow, making Nagato spit out blood. Then Nagato would activate the Ashura Path, creating arms protruding through his shoulder and turning them into guns, hitting all Sannin at point-blank range, freeing him from the snakes and doing a lot of damage. Tsunade's slugs would be healing herself, and the team, Nagato then uses his three-headed dog summon, his drill bird summon, his rhino summon, and his ox summon. The Sannin summon their signature animals. They will hold out Nagato's summons. Jiraiya and Orochimaru would sneak up behind Nagato, but Nagato isn't surprised in the slightest. He kicks Jiraiya away and grabs Orochimaru with his Ashura Path arms and wraps him in metal wire. He then proceeds to extract his soul from him, completely killing Orochimaru. And he gets the information, or he can read his mind in this process, if you know what I'm talking about. Jiraiya at this point tells Tsunade to escape and tell their allies about the Akatsuki leader's abilities, or else the Leaf won't stand a chance. Tsunade hesitantly goes, and Jiraiya holds off Nagato. The fight will be short. In the end, Nagato would overwhelm Jiraiya, taking his soul from him and killing him. Cut. Tsunade manages to return to the Leaf village and gives the information to the third Hokage. The third says he believes that the Raikage is gathering all of the villages, ninja, into units posted up in the Cloud and Stone village, where there will be surviving Sand and Stone Shinobi as well as the Mist Ninja and their Mizukage, the three Tails Jinchuriki, second in command, who would stay in the Mist village. And basically, the Mizukage is sending her forces to the fourth Raikage to use. The third Hokage says that he's expecting something bad to happen very soon. Suddenly, the Lee village seems to be under attack by the seven ninja swordsmen and a mix of sand and stone and mist ninja, about 50 ninja in all. Well, not the seven ninja swordsmen. You'll see what I'm saying. So right now, a lot of the Leafs heavy hitters are not in the village at this point. They're protecting the Sand Village since they claim that territory. People like Sasuke, Itachi, Shisui, Fu, the Seven Tails Jinchuriki, Kakashi, Obito, My Guy, Kiba, and Hinata, and a few other Anbu members like Yamato and Sai are there. The seven ninja swordsmen wreak havoc on the Leaf. Well, at this point, the six ninja swordsmen, six ninja swordsmen, since two were killed, but one was replaced with Kisame. So all of the, basically, it's Kisame, Zabuza, Mangetsu, Kushimaru, Amiyuri, and Jinpachi. All wielding powerful swords. Right now, the Leaf has shinobi like Naruto, Asuma, Kurenai, Ino, Shikacho, Rock Lee, and a few others, including Tsunade and Tenten. Naruto devised a plan. His shadow clones teleported all the seven ninja swordsmen to another location. Naruto plans on taking all of them on his own while the others will fight out the side character ninja. The Mist Ninja swordsman would use the mist to cover them, but Naruto uses Sage Mode, and since his clones had previously put flying rising marks on them, he kills off each and every one of them one by one until none of them are left. Naruto will leave this battle with mid-level damage. Meanwhile, there are notable casualties the Leaf Shinobi managed to hold off and kill the ninja, but Ino, Kurenai, and Tenten died as well as side character Leaf Shinobi. The village hasn't taken critical damage and there wasn't as many casualties as expected. Only three notable ones, like I said, being Ino, Kurenai, and Tenten. Cut. Minma and Shino are heading to the Mist Village to capture its Mizukage and its six-tailed Jinchuriki. Shino's bugs would track down the six-tailed Jinchuriki Utakata, and a fight would ensue. The setting would be near a lake. Minma activates his Sharingan and charges at Utakata, dodging all of his explosive bubbles and landing a cut on his cheek with his sword. Shino backs him up and his bugs sneak on to Yukakata, eating away at his chakra. The two are quickly overwhelming the Jinchuriki. Utakata would start to use his Tail Beast version 2 cloak. Its acid burns Shino's bugs and he blitzes Minma and knocks him back. Shino's bugs erupt from the ground to go after Yukakata, but this doesn't work. Yukataka Kada? I can't really pronounce his name as you can see, so just bear with me. So this Shino's bugs erupting through the ground wouldn't work on Yukakata at all, since his acid would have burned the bugs. And using this opportunity, Yukakata, whatever his name is, takes this opportunity to blitz Shino and kill him. Minma sees this and his mind breaks. Shino and him were close friends. He was closer than him, and he was his brother, Naruto. Minma awakens his Mangekyo Sharingan and takes on Yukakata. His new Sharingan allows him to keep up with the Six of Tails and Jerky's movements, but he can't seem to land or get a perfect opening to do damage to him until one of his Mangekyo abilities activates. His right eye and his left eye allows him to see into the future a few seconds, maybe even a few minutes of in a specific zone or area. He can't use this to see all future. You know what I'm saying? He uses this and memorizes all of the attacks the Six Tails and Cherokee would have made and perfectly finds an opening, landing at Water Star Sengon, knocking out the Jinchuriki and reversing his transformation. He then uses a ceiling tag on him that Naruto gave him to make sure that he doesn't move or wake up. He would bring him to the Mist Village's shore where a few Ambu members were waiting. He hands him over to a few other Ambu members, and a few Ambu members will stay with him to complete the mission. Basically, I'm going to explain. So, Mamba and a few Ambu members will infiltrate the Mist Village, and through Mamba using his genjutsu to control certain shinobi, he manages to make it face to face with their Mizukage. He puts the Mizukage and the Three Tails into a genjutsu, putting the Hokage under his complete control. This is the end of the video. Part 4 will be coming soon.